At some point in your leadership journey, you will hear this: I have a complaint about my pay. And you've probably heard it more than once. Sometimes it's valid, sometimes it's vague. But how you respond establishes whether the person complaining can trust you to be fair and aligned to how you've treated others in a comparable situation. And that response moment matters more than most leaders realize. There's no one right way to respond to a compensation complaint, but here are 7 approaches. 1. Listen and co-create. Hear them out. Validate what's valid. Sort out fact from fiction. Collaborate on solutions that balance internal equity, competitive pay strategy, and budget impact. 2. Listen and choose not to act. Not every complaint warrants change. Sometimes the structure is fair. Explaining the why builds transparency and trust even when the answer is no. 3. Reset expectations. Establish this standard. You're welcome to bring a concern, but you must also bring 3 alternatives, each with pros and cons, a recommendation, and who else it impacts. This moves people from venting to solutioning. It also builds leadership muscle. 4. Educate for self-resolution. Often the issue isn't pay. It is about understanding. So provide resources such as how base pay ranges work, how merit is determined, and how roles are benchmarked to enable understanding. 5. Compromise. When there's ambiguity or shared responsibility, a well-reasoned middle ground may sometimes be appropriate. But beware, because compromising on pay can sometimes undermine equity and not be defensible when applied to a comparable situation. 6. Delay with intent. If timing is wrong, for example, mid-cycle, or when there is no data yet, it's okay to defer. But be transparent about when and how the issue will be addressed. 7. Escalate or formalize. If the concern suggests systemic bias, policy failure, or equity risk, then route it through formal review channels. Use analytics and use process. This isn't personal, it's about organizational integrity. Compensation complaints are emotional, but when managed well, they can be a gateway to deeper clarity, trust, and system improvements. Don't just handle complaints. Use them as data points to lead better. To help put this into action, here are a few practical tips leaders can use to handle pay complaints more effectively. Teach managers how to differentiate between personal dissatisfaction and structural misalignment. Build escalation paths and provide facts, not fiction or stories, for consideration. Document pay-related processes and guidelines. Ensure expectations are established with employees and people managers so their complaints can be managed in a consistent manner. How does your organization handle pay complaints? Have you equipped your leaders to respond constructively? To learn more, visit prosperconsultingllc.com or email help@prosperconsultingllc.com